Coming to you from Homebrew Studios, it's Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour with your hosts, Bob Katie
and John Piccarillo.
Welcome to episode 118. Episode 118 of Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
Welcome aboard, folks.
I'm confused.
I can tell you right now, right out of the gate, ladies and gentlemen, Bob's going to be a bundle of joy tonight. He's a fucking firecracker right from the get-go. He's been like,
you shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
No, he didn't even have that vinegar in him. I wanted to.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you just kiss my left nut?
Since I got here, he's been like, oh, like somebody punched him in the face.
Like somebody punched me in the face. I don't know if I was like
maybe in the nose.
I'm tired.
You got a little stun, kind of. Like,
I'm tired.
He's dragging ass.
I'm seriously dragging ass.
Oh, well, let's get this party started.
Oh, here we go.
Why do you want that beer so bad?
Because he's thirsty, dummy.
Fortunately, I'm in a good mood.
And we'll explain why we're missing a set piece.
Didn't we talk about it already?
Well,
in the future?
What an asshole!
Jay is going to be missing. We're going back to an every other week schedule with Jay throughout the summer, probably until September, because schedules have changed. And
but it doesn't mean you're not going to see one with him.
Oh no!
At least.
Yeah, I said every other week.
I didn't hear that part.
We're going to try to. We'll open up the fucking holes in the side of your head.
Wow, I didn't think you were going to have so much to say, to be honest. I was like, wow, maybe got to listen to him a little now. I was going to do all the talking.
So we had to go back to an every other schedule like we had done.
Probably last year.
I don't know when we started.
I don't remember the ruckus of this camp interruptus last year. I'm telling you, I don't remember it.
Well, that's because Jay had days off that you were here.
It was like Tuesday. It was perfect.
Yeah,
for like
Mondays,
a year.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it was perfect. His night off. I was here. We didn't have band practice. It was perfect.
Well, shit changes, and now we got.
So we're trying to bob and weave, you know.
Yeah, I bob all the time.
Weave.
Are you weave?
Yes, I'm weave.
There's weave over there.
I'm weave.
He's weave.
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 A full release ensures a rejuvenative rest and promotes a winning attitude.
Do you think I should get Helmut on my shirt?
Sure.
Yeah?
I think it'd be funnier as shit.
Would it be funnier as shit?
Yeah.
Good, then I think it'll be worth it.
You could probably take it to another place and get it.
That's what I mean.
Like a local place.
It used to be real big when we were in high school, remember? Like places in the mall, like Spencer's, I think. Not Spencer's.
No.
There was a T-shirt place.
Yeah.
And you could get...
There was always a T-shirt place.
Yeah.
Remember Mohawk Mall had Ocean Pacific? That had all the Ocean Pacific stuff and all that kind of shit?
That used to be a big thing, have your name on your back.
I don't think I ever had a shirt with my name on
Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you?
Other than a jersey. You know, when I was playing sports. But.
Right. Yeah. I wish I still had those, like I'd fit in them. We were busy. We've been busy. I caught a quick thing on Facebook. I did not see the game last night, but the Facebook post was like a funny aerial map of where were they? They're Milwaukee?
No, Miami. Marlins, yeah.
And it had like all these lines, and it said all where Judge's home runs went to. Yep. So it sounds like he must have put some out last night.
No, that was the home run.
Oh, that's right.
The home run derby.
No shit, I forgot all about that. Oh, you did watch that.
You watched the guy, and we set up to watch the finals. You watched the guy that went first, and then Judge came up, and you disappeared into the kitchen. I was like, well, what the fuck's he doing?
Well, he won the thing.
Oh, with ease.
Easily.
Yeah, he did it. He had like just under 2 minutes left, and he had crushed it.
I also read that it's kind of I don't know, silly, but not, I guess, because anything can happen. But it might be the rookie season of the year, if he keeps his pace up anyway.
That's a good
Rookie season of all time.
I don't know.
Because really, you only got one shot at it after your first year.
Well,
your first, second, maybe third.
He's definitely got to be close to, if not having the best for a Yankee.
Yeah.
I mean, home run wise, he passed DiMaggio.
Yeah.
Already on the rookie home run.
That's pretty
list,
sweet.
And DiMaggio held it, so they're gone.
They're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone.
And Babe Ruth wasn't a rookie as a Yankee, so he doesn't have any of them.
Oh, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
What was he like as a rookie?
I'm not quite. He was with Boston, I believe. I'm assuming. Yeah.
The Boston Bomber?
I don't think that quite works.
You're right. It doesn't. I thought maybe it was a connection but it wasn't the right one. That's for sure.
And he was a pitcher too. Remember, with Boston, he was a pitcher.
Did he pitch much with the Yankees?
No.
I was going to say, I don't remember that at all.
No, he was a pitcher. He won like a lot of games as a pitcher for the Red Sox, and I think he won a couple World Series with them.
Huh.
I think.
So, do you want to know why I was laughing right before we started the show?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Well, I figured, because we always scramble for content when it's just me and you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
can you hold on to that thought for 1 minute?
Yeah.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com, on Buzzsprout.com, and iTunes, or
at Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram. And I think we decided to stop saying Periscope recently.
Yeah.
So, because we haven't been using it and it's not very popular.
You should say, or Facebook Live.
That's right. I have to write it down, though. Hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but is this going to change when Jay's here? Because I won't write it down then.
No.
Okay. Instagram or Facebook Live.
And on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page at Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
There we go.
Yeah. Jay adds those other two things. I don't even know what those are.
Well, the one is Untapped. We're both on Untapped.
There you go. Your names are on Untapped, whatever they are.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't.
Hey,
try that, so I don't know.
I didn't even realize until today, because every once in a while, I forget check-ins from the show, so I go back and make sure I had them. And
don't you owe a shout out and a wink and a kiss to Greg?
Greg, forgot about that. That's right. I understand you.
I am not gay, senor. You just make me do gay things.
That's right. Yes.
That's
hey,
right.
He's been listening. If mentioning his name,
digging in back into the archive.
I know. He was listening to some quick shots. I can't even remember what those were all about. Sometimes
You don't remember what the last episode was all about.
I don't remember watching the Home Run Derby last night.
That was Monday night, but yeah.
Oh, see, that's why. Last night was a goofy night because I covered EW. I had 2 closes in a row. It was a weird week. I can't believe tomorrow's Thursday already. It's amazing.
Oh, give away our time thing.
I quit trying to be
covert.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Now, what were you watching before that made you laugh?
So I've had this thing recently where I don't know what it is about. I think it's as I get older, and either not wearing a shirt or wearing a tank top, I get smelly. So lately, I've been catching myself smelling myself, mostly because if I smell bad, I want to fix the problem. It's time for a shower if I'm stinky.
He's enjoying it way too much.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden realize I'm doing it too much. So I went to check out online if there's possible any what do they call it? It's a disorder maybe or something.
A sniffing disorder.
If there was armpit sniffing disorder maybe. So I did a bunch of it. So one of my one of my findings was armpit fetishism. And once I got reading it, it wasn't at all what I was expecting. But what it was really made me kind of laugh out loud because I had never even considered it. So armpit fetishism also known as masculinogenia, is partialism in which an individual is sexually attracted to armpits. So something which may lead to axialism or armpit intercourse with one or both armpits. Could you believe that?
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
People are having sex with their armpits. That's something I've never experienced.
With their armpits or
Well,
an
maybe
armpit?
I'm visually seeing another person's armpit. In my,
that's not your own armpit.
Right. Well, you can't do that.
You know what?
That's you can't do
That's a whole nother. That's a whole other thing on go fuck
like,
yourself.
Like blowing yourself. It ain't happening.
I don't think you walking around sniffing yourself. That's not bothersome. It's when you start sniffing other people, I think it becomes a problem.
I don't do that
yet.
Because, like I said, it all stemmed from I don't want to be smelly. If I smell, I'm going to take a shower. Or if it's not convenient, at least do a little application of deodorant.
It comes from the ass, right in the middle of the ass.
And it is deodorant that I use. I found this out over years. The antiperspirant is supposed to prevent you from sweating. The other one just makes you smell better, but it allows you to sweat. I can't be all clogged up like that. My armpits tell me instantly that something has filled your pores and it's not letting out of your body, and I'm going to set you on fire. And they turn into a big rash.
You love these people who like wear like natural deodorant or something.
Yes.
And they just smell fucking terrible, and it's like, well, great, you're not getting cancer supposedly, but yet you're fucking killing my senses. Wonderful. That's just lovely.
Yeah, I haven't delved that far into naturalism.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks. I'll get cancer of my armpit like everybody else.
I did like this story that I just read. This guy, and it's not far. Maine. Mm-hmm. This guy was a little outcast, and somewhere around his 20s, he disappeared. And apparently in Maine, that's not unusual, so he didn't get reported. I don't know. That part's a little weird to me. But for years, because it's out in the woods, and, you know, there was a legend that people had summer homes out in this area, that there was the hermit of Sutton Lake that used to go and steal people's food. Now, he never broke windows. I guess he was a wicked good pick lock.
He's a courteous thief.
Yeah, no, he had a rule. He never broke any windows or doors, and he never stole any like valuable stuff. Even if there was things obviously that were valuable, he never took it. He was in there, but for survival reasons. He was in to get a thing of peanut butter, you know what I mean, or whatever, to last him. And that's how the fucking guy survived for like 20 years. And they finally caught him getting some peanut butter. And, I mean, it's amazing to me that you can just disappear like that. Because if I tried for some reason, I'm telling you, I don't think it could last very long.
Depends on where you disappeared.
I know. I have disappeared. I have.
Not that disappeared.
I've disappeared, though.
When did you disappear?
You remember getting a phone call about me a couple years ago?
When you get arrested?
No. I'm talking about the boat.
Oh, yeah.
I truly disappeared.
That was
and people were looking for me.
That was for a few hours.
Overnight. It was an overnighter.
Yeah, but I mean...
I wasn't spotted by the police until the early morning. 9-ish, I think it was. Maybe 8 or 9 in the morning. But honestly, if I tried to disappear... I mean, doesn't the government look for you?
I feel people that
like maybe at 20 you never paid taxes, so you've never been on the, you know what I mean? You've never. Yeah, because if I stopped paying taxes, I think somebody would say, "What Why isn't he paying taxes?
I feel that it's. I feel if you want to disappear, you can disappear. But I feel.
I think a lot of people that go to Alaska want to disappear.
I feel when these people like get found, it's just because they're lazy in the disappearing part. You know what I mean? After a while, it's just like, oh, just being lazy about it.
I'm going to try these Dos Equis tonight because I don't think Jay and ever going to get around to it.
If you want to go off the grid, you could really go off the fucking grid, you know?
That sounds good to me. You know, that sounds like an option once my daughter's all grown up and got her own thing going. You know?
I think you'd have to plan to go off the grid, though.
You know what I seriously do? I've thought about it more than that. Is I would love to sail, and that's kind of disappearing.
Yeah, I feel like I can find you faster than if you really went somewhere really wilderness.
Well, I mean, on some of my like digging deep into YouTube, you know, I do it.
Yeah,
I found a lot of because obviously there's some rich young guys who not only have a boat capable of sailing the ocean and the knowledge of doing it because they grew up around it. They obviously have money enough to have great video, photography, audio, and all of that.
See,
kind of good
that's
stuff.
where you're fucked about disappearing. Is you got to disappear somewhere where money isn't the where you.
That's what I got to find. Yeah, that's the problem. See, I would love to sail, but
like,
I don't
you know,
have the bank account for it.
Like, get on a small fishing boat and go up the Amazon or something and like try to try to find a village or something that you fucking live in. You know what I mean?
I don't like that one. That's the Dos Equis.
Damn, that's nasty.
Double X Blanca. I thought I had that before, but that's not ringing a bell. So the other one I think is what I've had, which is a lager especial. I think that's a little normal. That one, ooh boy.
You're actually gonna make it through it? Oh, there's doubt in that face.
Oh, that's all right. There's like 2 more giant pulls on that to make it go away. Maybe if I can wash it down with a Busch Light.
So you have to wash one beer down with another. That's
well, it was
awesome.
stuck. It was stuck in my.
That's great.
Helmut. We told that story, didn't we?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
Actually, well,
tonight I don't remember shit.
Actually, we should play the bit. I think that's been brought up. That's what we got to do. We've got a recording of it. You sent it with a bunch of songs.
Oh, well, I have it now.
That's what I mean. Write it down. I'm going to write this down.
Well, you write it down. You love writing down anything that makes me do more fucking work.
There seems to have been a misunderstanding about what kind of boat guys we're going to be.
The Helmut clip.
Yeah.
It's funny.
More work for
Made
Bob.
me laugh, and it explains why my name is Helmut in the band, anyway.
P. Clickin' Fucker. Helmut P. Clickin' Fucker.
Melissa Eaton. Happy birthday. Every once in a while, I get a reply because on Facebook, you know, if I know you, you're my friend. I say happy birthday. And every once in a while, I forget about it, but I'll get a reply from that age group because I forget that's a couple years younger.
A year younger, isn't it?
Well, those group always remember Moose. I was Moose in school for a couple years. I had a Moose hat.
Yeah, when I met you, you were Moose.
I had
6th grade Moose.
I had teachers that used to call me Moose.
Moose.
Yeah.
How the fuck did Moose come about?
I know how it started, but I can't remember the exact details. But it started out with before you guys came to Craig.
Yeah.
Me and that doesn't make sense because John Collins came. Didn't he come with you?
He came with us.
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense because I was going to say he was one of them. But anyway, Jim Andrews, I remember. It was, at the time, the 3 tallest kids of the grade, and we were at the top of the grade, so we were gigantic, you know. So it started the year before you came to Craig. That's probably
well, it
when
wasn't
it started.
with Collins then.
I know it couldn't have been.
Nope.
There must have been one more. I want to say Terrio.
He wasn't.
But he wasn't tall. He wasn't tall.
Scott Terrio. Is that? Am I right on that name?
Yeah, because I couldn't get his brother's name out of my head, which is Brian. Scott was in our group. Scott passed away, you know.
I can't even place him, so I don't even know.
We hung out. I remember we used to hang out a lot because they lived a block away. Jim Andrews and him. And back then it was.
Did he like recently?
Quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From like an illness or an accident?
No.
If it's not an illness or an accident, what is it? Murder?
Or yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not. I can't confirm for sure, but I think
you can't even confirm that he's gone.
No, I know.
Oh, okay, I was like, wow.
I don't know for sure, but I think it was. He chose.
Oh! Yeah, that was the one I didn't mention. There you go.
I know you're looking at me like what?
Oh, it's because I'm not thinking. Like I said, it's not all. You know.
And what you just said there, you crossed the line, buddy.
I just wasn't sure. I'm not sure.
My dogs aren't barking tonight.
I don't want to make claims that I'm not positive about, so that's what I was trying to avoid.
Remember, all the things said by John on this podcast are not what.
Bullshit.
Those claims bullshit. Yeah, everything that guy just said, he's bullshit.
That's the part I like in the background. Oh, she's in something now. That's
Spider-Man.
Yeah, right. She
plays Aunt May.
Yeah, and doesn't Iron Man come up? Want him?
Civil War he did already.
All right, see, I'm confused.
Yeah, you're confused. You're like
What's so-
8 movies back.
What's so civil about war anyway?
You done now?
Yes.
Hopefully this weekend I'm going to go check that out. The Spider-Man movie.
I thought you saw it.
What the fuck have I had time to see anything?
I don't know. You
barely have time to do this podcast.
It was pretty funny. I got
running around with a chicken with my head cut off this last couple weeks.
When I showed up tonight, it was very quiet. Nobody was here, and that's really strange.
Well, we were here.
Oh yeah, you were here, but I knew you were here.
We were hiding on him
because all the cars were here. The dog's in his weird, like I want to be with them, but they're not here kind of look, and so I know I know you're here, but I just don't know what's going on. So I guess I came very close to catching them in their panties. See, you were all ready to defend the naked because you were going to say we weren't naked. So I said, in their panties is true.
We had just done weed whack. We were doing yard work because we have this video.
These two are kinky, I'll tell you.
Shut up.
This is some crazy shit. Weed whacking.
What an asshole!
We were doing weed whacking and other stuff outside, and we had long pants on, and we're going to do this video, which was going to be done on Thursday. We're doing this podcast on Wednesday night, and we didn't want to drag grass through the house. So what do?
Get naked.
In the garage, you take off the long pants, you know what I mean? Leave them out there, and you head up toward the shower, you know? So we were just about in there, and I look at the front door, and he's, opening every car door he has or searching for something. I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Well, every time I move, it's
yeah. So I was like, we better get upstairs. The funny thing is because whenever you stop over to get something or if you forgot something or whatever on a Thursday, which is not your normal day here, you're usually like, I'm stopping over and I'm always like, oh, damn, we got to put our pants on. We got to put our clothes on.
I know how they're sick and twisted when I'm gone.
And we know how you're sick and twisted when you're here.
Well, that sounds like a hot item.
Well, that sounds like a hot item, bud.
So what else you got?
Say anything about these things? Can we say that?
What?
we got some more stuff. I mean, can we talk about it?
What stuff?
Got some stuff ordered.
We got shirts.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Okay.
Cool. We were talking about putting the name on it. My name.
Well, yeah, you already put the cat out of the bag there.
Right.
So.
Let's see how the second one goes on this. All right.
Oh, this should be interesting.
This is the Blanca.
Zablanca. Yeah, so as John's drinking that, he's going to have the face. Oh. There's the face right there. In the face. Oh, that's oh, that's pain. That's painful.
It's kind of like it's really hard to explain.
Oh. That look on your face is excruciating.
Well,
Finish your beer, asshole.
It reminds me a little bit, and I know you dig Coronas, so you know it's not bad beer. But when we were in Mexico, there was a Corona factory, like that same block that we were in. So we could go and get them basically, I mean, it was cheaper anyway, but then you're getting them right from the plant. They were dirt cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, we were buying cases for 30 cents a bottle, you know what I mean? Something like that. So we drank a shitload of Corona when we were in Mexico. And I remember there's nothing bad about that beer, but I remember hearing more than once. And while I was in Mexico, I'd hear people like joking around, like, well, don't you hear about that place? You know, the guys stand over the vat and they pee right in there.
I hear that about every Mexican beer.
Oh, and the
alcohol kills everything.
Well, Bob says so.
The alcohol kills everything.
This one's
you should know that.
This one's got a little bit of a flowery taste that it ends it. Like it's a little bit. The first hit I can't even explain. It's kind of like I don't want to do it again. So tell you.
Come on, do it. Finish it.
Finish your beer, asshole.
There he goes. Oh! I thought he was going to take it down.
I was about to, but
oh,
a good beer I can do in 3. No,
I've never seen you that much in pain with drinking a beer.
It starts with I guess the malt is there. I guess that's what I taste initially is the malt, but as it goes away, it ends with like a flowery.
You wonder if it's gone bad or not?
Oh shit! I don't know. It hasn't been. It wasn't that old. I don't think these guys date their stuff. So who would know?
Great beer, by the way. What is it?
That's what makes me feel like not finishing it. I don't even know. Could be 10 years old.
Oh.
Hope there's no animals in there.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry.
Now, what exactly did Larry do?
He thought Larry stole a car.
He was a car salesman, the guy who said it.
No. He just thought he stole a car.
Oh.
It's a long. You have to watch The Big Lebowski.
And he fucked up the car, and
it wasn't his car. It was on the car.
I remember it now. Yep. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry.
And Larry is a kid, like an 8th grader or something. That's what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry.
Oh, I've just found because I like to know what
beer you can avoid now.
Well, I know I'm gonna remember this show and that one. You bet your ass I'm checking it in though because I'm not drinking it again.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
Damn, that's nasty.
I still got the other one, but I think the other one. I kind of remember the brown one being nasty, but I think the other one's okay. If it's as bad as this one, I'm not finishing it.
We used to drink Dos Equis for a while there.
I know we did. That's it. I know.
But I don't remember it being nasty at all.
Whew.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com, on Buzzsprout.com, and iTunes, or
at Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
or on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
White trash name. Guess.
Vicky.
Mandy.
Nope.
Becky.
Marilyn.
Nope.
Brittany.
Nope.
Tiffany.
Nope.
Candace.
Nope.
Don't fuck with me on this. I know this shit.
Do you see me fucking with you? I'm not,
all right, speed round. I'm going to rattle off some names, and when I hit it, fucking buzz it, okay? You got me?
Yeah.
All right, Brandy, Heather, Channing, Brianna, Amber, Sabrina, Melody, Dakota, Sierra, Bambi, Crystal, Samantha, Autumn, Ruby, Taylor, Tara, Tammy, Lauren, Charlene, Chantel, Courtney, Misty, Jenny, Krista, Mindy, Noelle, Shelby, Trina, Reba, Cassandra, Nikki, Kelsey, Shauna, Jolene, Erling, Claudine, Savannah, Casey, Dolly, Kendra, Kylie, Chloe, Devin, Emily, fucking Becky?
Nope.
Wait, was it any one of those names with a Lynn after it?
Yes.
Oh, I got you, motherfucker. I got you. Okay. Brandy Lynn, Heather Lynn,
Tammy Lynn.
Fuck! Jamie Lynn. Fuck!
Holy shit.
Now, what started that? He said...
about nailing some chick at his job.
No. The names. Did he say all those names were trailer?
Yeah, he nailed some girl, the checkout girl with the trailer park name.
Oh.
White trash name. Guess.
White trash name.
In your face, all over the place.
We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
You're titillated, aren't you?
Boom, 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 boom. I was just about to ask you about something, and then you hit the button for the thingy-dingy.
The thingy-dingy?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have any music. Should, have some kind of,
Oh, you were supposed to have that.
review something kind of music, for a review.
I thought you were going to play some of our shit. That was what we said.
I had time this week. This is totally off the cuff we're doing here. I told you to fucking bring content this week.
Yeah.
What did you bring?
I was a little busy at work this week.
Oh, excuses.
Am I being paranoid, or is he busting my balls?
That's right.
It's a HBO documentary series called The Defiant Ones, about Dr. Dre and record producer Jimmy Iovine.
You were watching a lot of this stuff.
And it's a four-part series.
It's the most rap I've ever seen Bob watch or listen to.
You know what? It's interesting to watch the story. I'm not necessarily a big fan of the genre, but it's interesting.
I think one of our last texts just ended because you didn't pick up what I was throwing down.
Probably.
So continue on with your... Because you have a lot of good information, by the way, from this.
Well, one of the things I picked up is that the interesting stuff is listening, because you have to listen to a lot of Dr. Dre's stuff when they're doing the documentary, obviously, is sonically, the guy is really a genius. You know what I mean?
Dr. Dre?
Yeah, sonically. I'm not talking about the rapping necessarily, the part of it, or the lyrical content. I'm talking about the quality of what he was producing music sound-wise.
So he was more of a producer.
Yeah, more than anything, he was more of a producer. I don't think he really wanted to be, the guy out front, really at all. You know what I mean? I think he would rather have just stayed doing the producing part of it. I mean, look at the people he's produced. Snoop Dogg, Eminem, there's a whole list.
We were talking about, I have appreciation for Snoop Dogg. Mm-hmm. He's a pretty cool cat. And he's done a ton of shit.
Yeah.
I've seen him in just about every scenario I could think of. Comedy stuff, music stuff, some acting things. Done all kinds of stuff.
Nobody sells no records no more, so he's got to get keep an income coming in.
I've seen this. I think he has a podcast, actually.
Doesn't surprise me.
I think I watched
the other flip side of that is of this documentary series is Jimmy Iovine, however you want to pronounce it, who either engineered or produced John Lennon, He did Born to Run, was engineered Born to Run by Springsteen. He produced Tom Petty and the Heartbreaker, Damn the Torpedoes. Believe U2 Rattle and Hum. Just a number of huge. Stevie Nicks' first album. Number of huge. Yeah. And was basically one of the co-founders of Interscope Records. That's where him and Dre intersect. At that point.
Isn't the decline of the industry still like right there?
What do you mean it has declined?
I know. But if you
and Jimmy Iovine, he's the one that called it too.
Yeah.
Somebody showed him Napster like the very first stages, and he went off going, "We're fucked. We're done.
Yeah,
we're toast."
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
That's
He's
what I'm
like,
saying. He called it before it happened. Before anybody else acknowledged it, he was one of the first guys that went, "We're toast. We're toast. There's just no way." But obviously, he's the other half of Beats with Dre. And it's about their history all the way individually to where they merge at Interscope, and then where they obviously merge again at doing Beats and then selling it to Apple.
Well, you were saying the story about Beats. I thought that was funny.
Oh, how it came about?
Yeah.
I guess they said Dr. Dre was on his deck there in California on the beach and saw Jimmy Iovine walking on the beach.
They worked together.
Oh yeah, they knew each other. Yeah, he's just walking there. Hey, come on up,
hey, bro.
And Dr. Dre said, "My lawyer's got this deal for me that he want or whatever, something about sneakers." He's like, "I don't know shit about sneakers. What the hell, and I'm not a sports guy, whatever, all this stuff like that." And Jimmy Iovine looked at him and said, "Nah, fuck sneakers, speakers, man." And then he said he just got up and left. And then, like literally within a day or two, he had him down to his office, and they were starting the whole Beats thing.
And there they must be
well, and then like Jimmy Iovine, obviously with Interscope. I mean, you're talking about 9 Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, Gwen Stefani,
the beautiful
Lady Gaga. I mean, the list goes on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But he basically force Beats on them all, so they were always wearing Beats. We watched that thing on remember Supermensch?
The wireless part about the Beats is the most impressive thing to me.
Yeah.
They're like a high quality studio headset, wireless.
They can be wireless.
I
don't think you can't really do wireless in the studio though.
No, but when you're using your
device
or something, I mean, I think the quality is that good.
The Beats in general are great. I love them.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The what's his? Oh, what the hell is his freaking name now? Alice Cooper's manager. He had that documentary called Supermensch.
I know you watch that.
You got it.
I got videos up right here. If I could pull up one of our songs, that's what I was trying.
No, don't worry about that. Just type that. Cause I got to get his name. If I friggin' I'm gonna go nuts if I don't get his name right. Just put in Alice Cooper's manager and it'll come up.
I don't think it's good when your brain goes all mushy.
Yeah, I can't think of his name either. And I can picture him.
You're supposed to be an elephant.
Thanks. I can't. Shep Gordon. There it is. And I mean, Shep Gordon's like one of the most amazing managers ever. But he had this theory, and it was guilt by association. You know, the old guilt by association. So his thought was, if I can take an artist that I'm trying to bring up and get them in a picture with stars already, it will rub off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so that
sure.
guilt by association, that was just totally his thing. So that was his big thing. And I'm looking at Jimmy Iovine basically doing that with beats. You know what I mean? He's sticking it in videos and everything possible. Beats, you know what I mean? You know, and everything. And it's like, you know, and all these artists are like, what the fuck's he doing? What the fuck's he doing? Well, it's guilt by association. He's putting beats on you. And you know what I mean?
It's funny that you say.
And then all these then the Olympics, all the Olympians,
fuck yeah,
they were wearing them,
Everybody
but then they got
watched it.
banned. They got banned because they weren't an official marketed Olympic item. But of course, that went headlines. Oh, great! You got more press.
Sometimes bad news is good news.
The NBA banned them. The NFL banned them. Oh, great! You know what I mean? But it was too late because those guys were already caught with them on. You know what I mean? That one of the big pictures was LeBron James wearing them. That blew through the roof, you know. Guilt by association.
Today,
I would do that. We'd do that for our band, but we don't fucking know anybody.
No, I think that's part of the. That's part of the trick.
Is knowing people?
No.
Oh.
No. It's getting people's attention. And I asked you yesterday, because it was going to be part of our conversation tonight.
I just feel like we're not willing to do something that stupid.
About the Russian collusion.
Oh, Trump?
So, and then you explained a couple things. And it's funny that I heard a really great show today about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's exactly that. On a global scale that affects who's in office. And apparently the Russians have become very good at putting the story out that they want you to hear.
Sure, yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what. And it was funny. This guy, I don't know where he was from. He had an accent. He might have been Russian. I think he's a Russian guy, but he lives in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And very brilliant guy. I wish I had more time to research the name and stuff like that. But because he's got books and all kinds of really good stuff. And he laughed when the interviewer asked him if Russia was more dangerous than ISIS. He laughed when they said that because he said unbelievably yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Listen. What's more dangerous? Out and out, and now, I mean, it has been for decades now. Is it out and out hostility and violence? Or is it, you know...
meddling.
Yeah, meddling to get what you want and hopefully not be known that you're getting what you want.
That's perfect. It's like the perfect weapon.
The whole collusion thing, whether he's... Listen...
Because I keep forgetting that Russia still dictates what the people see.
Oh, yeah. They're still... I mean, especially since Putin's been there, it's absolutely... Mm-hmm. He just walks around and acts like they're a free country and everything else and all that, while basically he's Stalin underneath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. But whether it's the whole collusion thing or not, listen, it's obviously come out. Don Jr. there, you know, fuckface or whatever the fuck I hear his name, the funny name they call him. Whether or not, you know, he's saying, well, he's innocent of it, even though he took the meeting and the emails and all this stuff and everything. Listen, just because you're right, you cheat on your wife, it's not illegal, but it's still wrong.
Yeah. Right.
Okay?
Exactly.
This is one of those scenarios.
Right.
Okay? It's not what you may have done might not have been illegal. I'm not the person to know exactly the details of law in that situation.
But
it's fucking wrong.
Instructed that, and he's like, well, it's not illegal.
Yeah, but it's wrong, asshole. It's wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You went to you went to a foreign power.
That was another thing I heard a lot of.
To help you win an election.
They're not really our enemy.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, we're not technically at war with them, but wait a minute.
It was like after the G20, whatever the fuck that was, summit, and
G12?
G12, G20, whatever. And Trump comes away, I had the meeting with Putin, and he said there's nothing going on. No, and I believe him. Yeah, you know what? I'm sure Stalin believed it when Hitler said, we're not going to attack you.
No, we're not going to take your country.
Yeah, we'll sign the papers, no problem. We're not going to attack you. And then he turns around and fucking attacks them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Putin's a fucking, he's part snake, part fucking gorilla. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he'll fucking stab you in the fucking attack you once you turn your back on him like a snake, but he fucking, he's got the power of a gorilla.
I also saw some funny stuff on Facebook with Putin and Obama, and they weren't so...
They weren't friendly because Obama's not going to be... Obama was any other fucking... Even the fucking village idiot, Bush Jr. there. Bush Jr., he was even smart enough not to fucking pal around with fucking Putin and other shit and the other fucking, leaders that weren't exactly friendly.
I did hear another show, too, and a lot of the people with their hands in the cookie jar are all, basically like Trump, that with, real estate moguls,
Listen, just because of all this Russian stuff, he's tainted, and all the other European nations, all the other allies don't fucking trust his ass. It's just such a load of fucking horse shit.
Well,
it is so deep in horse shit, it's unbelievable. And the Republican Party should just all be taken out and fucking shot for fucking backing this fucking turd. You know what I mean? And the Democrats should be taken out and beaten with bats for fucking letting this fucking happen and not having the fucking sack to do anything about it.
That's what I feel like Democrats...
Which we'll find out in 2018. Then we'll find out. You know what I mean? If they can win some shit back. If they can win some shit back, then we'll see.
That scares the shit out of me because the tendency, whether the president was good or bad, seems to go at 8 years. It's like the new thing. Everybody gets 8 years at it.
I don't profess myself to be a liberal or a Democrat, or I don't profess myself to be a Republican.
Right.
But when one of them's going this batshit crazy, it doesn't give you much other choice but then to go to the other side. That's at least, has a little bit of fucking logical reasoning. You know what I mean?
The weird thing is who shows up. You know what I mean?
Is what?
Who shows up? That's how it...
Well, a lot of people a lot of people just didn't show up to fucking vote.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The last election with Trump, the ones that the Democrats were banking on didn't show the fuck up. And a lot of them are fucking pissed off about it now. And it's like, well, you didn't fucking show up. You didn't show up, asshole.
Better do in 2018.
Yeah, well, that's for that's midterm elections. But that's just as important at this point. But you know what?
It shifted gears. I think it shifted gears for Obama on the midterms, as far as who was running the House.
His last
term. At least the last one.
His last term.
Yeah, it had
the second term. But if Trump continues to have this much trouble getting shit done when his party holds both branches of government, controls both branches of government, what's going to happen in 2018 if they lose one of those?
Yeah, but
to the Democrats, he ain't going to get dick done.
You know what's really funny about that, though, is it sounds like a repeat of Obama's. Because I remember there was a point where they lost to the Republicans the House
I don't. You're going a little bit more than I remember, so I don't know. I didn't pay attention, to be honest with you.
It was the same kind of stumbling blocks, and I guess I hope that's why all of the friggin' rules exist, is because
Checks
it's
and balances.
roadblocks to keep one friggin' jerk from ruining the country.
Well, McConnell there, whatever is that his name? Whatever the hell that jerk's name is, keeping them in recess 2 more weeks.
Do you remember how many times
to try, because they just want to get that health care bill through, to get the tax cuts for their buddies.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And fuck everybody else. They don't give a fuck who they fuck.
They don't care who dies.
They don't. That's why they're in there. That's why they fucking go through and want to arrest all these fucking people who are demonstrating and everything, and they don't want to fucking they don't want to do any more town fucking hall meetings anymore because they're getting fucking yelled at. They're getting fucking yelled at.
Yeah, it's not fun at the office.
Yeah, it's not exactly. They're not hearing my bullshit anymore.
Right, my bullshit.
Yeah, Paul Ryan, fucking that little fucking dirtbag. He's a fucking little scumbag. You know what I mean? It's like, Jesus Christ.
From the get-go, his smile was like, "Oh my God,
what
is going on over there?"
He just looks like he's. You know what? He's. See, don't even get me started. You got me started.
Well, I got to tell the audience a little bit that we have a tendency to go a little more political when Jay's not here.
Jay doesn't like politics.
Jay doesn't want to get.
And we respect that.
Exactly, we do respect it. So we stick to what we like to do.
Exactly.
That's why it's always a different show when Jay's here. We understand it. Bob and I can find something to get pissed off about politically any day of the week. Hey, I listen to what's going on.
Repercussions.
We don't preach any side of the line.
I'm for the best person for the fucking job, regardless, and
I'm
we
down
ain't
with that,
fucking
too.
seeing them. That's
down
for
with
goddamn sure.
Which is kind of aggravating to me because of that. Because I never wanted to be pigeonholed as a something.
I didn't bitch about as much about Obama because he just didn't give me as much to bitch about.
But I'm not registered as Democrat or Republican.
Mm-hmm.
I'm independent, and I think, unfortunately, that just takes my vote away from a lot of elections.
Well, also you're in New York State, so you're in New York State. So if you're registered and independent,
yep,
your vote counts more because you're trying to go against what is already a blue state. You know what I mean?
I thought somewhere in the mathematics of the whole thing, mine was less of a count.
No,
because I'm not a.
If you're an independent or you're a Republican in New York State, they got to get every vote they can. Every vote to them counts. Now, because it's a blue state and they mostly vote Democrat almost all the time. I mean, New York is, they might as well mark it off in the beginning of the goddamn every presidential election blue. You know what I mean? Now, I think from way back, I'm registered a Democrat, even though I don't feel like I vote. I probably am more of an independent. I don't know how you do all that bullshit. I
don't know how to do that.
Or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. I'm the best person for the fucking job, okay?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think the whole fucking system and all of them need a fucking flush.
I know you do.
They need to be fucking beaten with fucking bats and...
An update,
what I told you.
An update to everything that's a couple hundred years old.
What I said...
might be worth it.
We start off by...
But we need smart men to do it.
No, what we need to do, we need to start off with is...
I'm sorry, people.
Yeah, don't say that. Oh,
we need smart people. Well, that's the way the Constitution started. You know what I mean?
But if they would give them even a middle class to lower middle class pay, and they
I agree with you.
And they couldn't. They had to have that job and stick to that job and go through all the other shit like health insurance and everything else everybody else really has to.
I agree.
Then you be getting somewhere.
Give them a great, if they deserve a great
Take
salary,
money out of politics,
they
period.
They need to at least hit certain expectations. Anybody that works has an annual review, and if you're not meeting expectations, get the fuck out.
Yeah, right.
You know
fired.
what I mean? So
you're gone.
At least,
I guess they feel like I guess they feel that the voting thing is there to do that. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. The voting thing is there to do that. But you know what? Well, I would really like to know how if screaming at your Congress, they always say contact your congressman. Once you leave the office or off the phone or your letter gets, they read the letter, they don't throw it in the trash, shut the door, laugh their ass at you, what the fuck, whatever. You know what I mean?
But somebody's up their day a little.
But somebody who's worried about losing their $50,000 job, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're worried about that. Then let's see. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's maybe affect some real change that way. Right now, we just got a bunch of rich assholes trying to decide, telling us what telling
us what to do,
and
will
making decisions for us.
If they can get away with it,
they're trying to make more money.
They're going to get a tax break and kill a bunch of people doing it.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They're the honey badger.
Honey badger don't give a fuck. That's right. Honey badger don't give a fuck.
But check that out on HBO, The Defiant Ones. It's a 4-part series. Really good to watch, especially if you like music in any way, shape, or form.
And from the production side, it really...
It's fascinating.
Really good perspective of what it used to really be like in a studio.
Oh, and it still is. I mean, Trey's still doing that stuff. Jimmy Iovine doesn't. He works for Apple now. But he dates back to the 70s and 70s and 80s, mostly. Iovine.
Grohl. Didn't he buy the board from one of those?
Oh, from Sound City? Yeah.
It's a big board.
Yeah, that's famous board. Yeah, too. I mean, the records that were done on that, ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous.
It's like it should be in the rock and roll museum.
Yeah, if he hadn't bought it, yeah.
Probably would have been scrapped.
No, they would have sold it. They sold it.
Somebody would have it.
Yeah, somebody would have it, but
how many channels is that?
I don't know how many channels. A Neve, however you say that board.
Was it like a custom board? Like there wasn't another one?
He was an English. He was the Neve, whatever his last name is. He's a mathematic genius, basically, an Englishman, and he made a handful of these boards. At the time when they bought it in like 1972, 71. When the studio bought it, it cost like $78,000 at that time.
A small home.
Yeah, at that time. So that's a chunk of change. That's serious change back then. It's still serious change now, but back then it was real serious.
Well, finding the right person for it is the problem now.
Yeah, I mean they spend when they show in the documentary, I think it's Sound City. Yeah. Documentary when they're pulling the board out because Dave Grohl directed the documentary, so they show him undoing the board and everything and putting it in the new place. And one of the guys, the owners of the one that's alive at the studio there, showed him the original, gave him the original bill of Bill's sale.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I still
Grohl interviewed the guy who built the board.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I think they're still he's still alive. At least when that was done a couple of years ago it was. I believe there's another Neve, whatever board in a studio in New York City. I think that's still running, possibly still running. I think.
Somebody's studio.
Yeah, I mean it's in a functioning studio in New York. I'm not in New York City. But I don't know if that studio is still running.
Maybe we should set the studio up in New York City. We might have a little more traffic,
Again, always giving Bob fucking work to do.
It's a little extra traffic.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't you just kiss my left nut?
There you go, right there. How about we just set it up permanently at the next place we land? How's that?
Well,
we can start there, huh?
It made me sad when you were saying that we weren't having all our dreams come true.
No, you just want. You want to like move into a fucking warehouse and have everything like right there.
I do. I want a warehouse. I don't want a home. I want a warehouse. And a little itty bitty corner can be where I sleep, and I got to be able to go to the bathroom. That's it. After that, warehouse. I want to bang metal with my hammer in the forge.
You sound like you sound like the kid in Caddyshack.
Hit my drums as hard as I want to.
The judge's nephew. I want a hot dog. I want a hamburger. I want a. You'll get nothing and you'll like it. All right, we got to get the hell out of here.
All right, let's do it.
Let's one more time.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com, on Buzzsprout.com, and iTunes.
Or at Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram, or Facebook Live.
And on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page at Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. All right, now everybody look at the camera and wave to Greg. Bye, Greg.
Goodbye, Greg.
Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Stadler? What? Is that it? Yes, it's over. How'd you like it? I don't know. I slept through the whole thing. Well, you didn't miss much.
Chico! You're making a big mistake, cowboy.